teaching ninth grade physics and honors physics this year at Rangeview High School. And I'm super excited to get to know your students a little bit more and learn a lot about them and physics through our relationships that we build over the course of the year. Started a little bit about me. I'm actually born and raised in Madison, Wisconsin, so Wisconsin transplant here to Colorado. Based on my upbringing, I am a Green Bay Packers, Wisconsin Badgers, and by association with my wife, who is a diehard Cubs fan, I am also a Chicago Cubs fan. I have been married for a little over a year to the beautiful woman that you see in those pictures in the middle there. And I received both my bachelor's degree and my master's degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison as well. Some of my favorite movies are there on the right side of this slide here. I'm a big Marvel Studios fan, so Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home there. Interstellar is probably my favorite movie of all time. There's a poster up in the classroom. Just love Interstellar. There's a lot of cool physics in there as well. And Inception and Lord of the Rings are up there on that favorite movies list. So what are we going to do in physics this year? So we're going to be using a textbook called Active Physics, which is largely based on the study and analysis of real-life events. And we're going to use those real-life events to study some of the physical concepts that are listed below there. So we're going to start out in our first semester starting our study of what's called kinematics, which is, in layman's terms, the study of the motion of objects. So this is including kind of Newton's laws, momentum, kinetic energy and different forms of energy as well, and those types of related concepts. And then in the second semester, we're likely going to move into a study of kind of electricity and magnetism and talking about light and waves. And that second semester curriculum is somewhat subject to change, and we might kind of mess around with some different things and experiment with some different topics as well. Apart from the curriculum itself, what we're really looking to develop in our students are lab skills, problem-solving skills, and an appreciation for the power of science, all kind of to set them up for success later on in high school. How will we communicate with students and parents in this class? There are two major ways: Google Classroom and Infinite Campus. Google Classroom is going to be a kind of a one-stop shop for all assignments and all due dates for materials in this class. I'm going to use the Google Classroom platform to communicate with students, send out messages with updates for due dates and general updates for the class as well. And this is a great place to make up late work. So I'm going to put all of the assignments that we do in this class on Google Classroom for students that might not have been able to come to class. It'll be an easy place to just point students for them to have access to all of our assignments without having to kind of have some gigantic paper trail. The best place to check grades in the official kind of register of grades is Infinite Campus. I'm going to plan to keep that as up to date as I can. It says, and I'm going to promise to update that weekly so that grades are just as updated as possible, and you can accurately look at your students' progress on that platform, and it will be up to date. It just helps, I think, everyone involved if we have up-to-date grade registers and we can see if there's a student that could be performing better or a student that's doing great. It's just all there right in Infinite Campus as a one-stop shop. And if you don't have access to Infinite Campus, either as a student or a parent, it's a little tougher to see on the screen there, but feel free to reach out to the main office and they would love to help you out with that if you do not already have access. And with that, I would like to say thank you, and I look forward to the year ahead. It's going to be an exciting year being back here at Rangeview, and I would invite anyone with any questions or concerns or any specific needs that your student may have, can feel free to reach out via email. The email is listed there on the slide, mqhall@aurorak12.org. Go Raiders!